Welcome to The Royalty, where reality TV strategy meets unfiltered truth. Hosted by a trio of reality TV royalty, Tiffany Mitchell, Derek Big D Frazier, and Hannah Chada. This is The Royalty, exclusively on the Heavy Crown Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Heavy Crown Network, the Royalty podcast, where we are reviewing Traitors Season 4 with the iconic three duo. I will start first. My name is Big D, as known as Derek F.
I'm sorry, you said the iconic three duo. I think you meant trio.
Same thing.
And you're not cutting it, just to be clear.
Here we go.
We want
What's
the
up, guys?
BTSs.
The B's, the D's, and the S's.
And the S's.
What's up, guys? My name is Hannah, aka Chada, and I played with these two on season 23 of Big Brother. And of course, this legend needs no introduction, but I'm going to attempt to introduce her anyway. We have the founder of the Heavy Crown Network. We have the starter, the CEO of the Royalty podcast. We have our mastermind strategist of the Cookout. She has cemented herself in Big Brother legacy, and she is on this season of the Traitors. Here to catch up with us, we have
Tiffany, Monique, Mastermind, Mitchell. Hey! Oh my God. I'm so excited. I really am so excited to be sitting here with you guys because you haven't even heard my thoughts. I'm excited to be a part of this season, talking about what's going on. And as you can hear, I've been talking a lot. I had a great weekend with my real friends, and that does not include Big D because he was not there. I had a great time watching these episodes with my real, true, die-hard, wholehearted, love me to death, my real, authentic, be there for me, got my back, supportive friends, and not Derek Frazier. Because where were you?
Here we go again.
I'm so glad that you had such a good time with your real ride or die. You talk to them every day, 24-hour friends of yours. Okay. Now, Tiffany,
where were you?
We had the first, before I start, shout out to the Royal Court. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We do read your comments.
Derek, why didn't you come?
Back. So, in case you guys, I was not able to support my best friend. My mother
y'all hear that?
got
Clip that.
surgery.
I was not able to support my best friend.
My mother recently got surgery.
It's okay. We don't need to hear
my
the
last
stories.
I
can see you about to make up a bunch of
program
stuff.
in cybersecurity, and I'm going to make it up to Tiff. I'm going to go visit her for a whole week, so then she will have so much time with me. So, Tiffany, once again, I apologize, and I'm so sorry, and I'm glad that people were there, like Hannah and others, to support you on your premiere night of The Traitors season 4, episode 1. Tiff, I'm so excited to talk to you. First of all, look at your outfit. It feels like you just popped right out of the screen with us.
I know. I'm obsessed with these gloves and that jacket. And the red lip, the glasses. Oh, no, what happened?
Remember what Tiffany said. This is a jacket she put out of her closet 10 years ago. She said, everybody else got this pink and green on, like we're in Wicked. And she said, so this is what I got.
It still had the tag on it.
Traitor colors.
Zara.
Okay,
straight from Zara's.
No way. Zara Couture.
Yeah.
Okay, so right off the bat, Tiffany, because of course we did our cast assessment, but we didn't really get into how you felt walking into that castle and seeing your castmates for the first time. How did you feel when Alan walked out, introduced himself, and you realized at that point, wait a second, we're playing a game? And the game probably started when you were in the car with Rob R. Remind me who else was in your car.
Eric
just
Nam.
answer the question.
So I'm in the car. We pull up to the castle. It's dark. It's eerie. I don't know what to expect at all. And I'm in the car with Eric Nam, Rob R., Dorinda. I don't know who anybody is, and we already talked about that. The only thing I know is that Dorinda is back because she got banished at breakfast last season. Eric Nam tells me he's this, he's a K-pop star. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Rob R is a strangler. I don't even believe him, first of all. And when we get out, I'm seeing like 3 familiar faces. I am familiar with who Candace is from Real Housewives. I know who Portia is. I know Ian. I know who he is, but I've never met him before. I know who Jam Jam is. Never met him. Rob C, but never met him. I'd never met anyone before in my life. So all I'm thinking is just smile and try to remember somebody's name. And so when Alan pops up with these, I used to know their names. Druids, I think. I don't know. Carrying these boxes and lets us know, like, no, I would remember that. It's a very simple term. They're druids, I think. But they're carrying these boxes. They've got our names on them, and he's going to pick a traitor. And I am like, he's bullshitting, right? I just got out the car.
It's never been done before. Yeah.
I
don't even know anybody's name.
Oh, and you don't know anyone, as we learned for the cast.
I don't know your name, and I don't know who you are.
Right.
Well, okay, I have a question. Was there anyone who was acting, because when you got out of your car and you were introducing yourself and hugging people, at that point a traitor hadn't been picked yet. Was there anyone who seemed particularly nervous, or were all of you nervous and just in the same boat, excited, jittery to play? Did you notice anything off about anyone?
No, because seriously, we do not know who is in the other cars. We only know who's in the car with us. So we're just ready to jump out of our landy to see who else is going to be there. And I don't feel like a celebrity. I don't feel famous. I just know I played a couple of games and I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are. So to me, these must be some very famous people. I'm like, I don't know.
Funny. I'm sorry, Tiff. I just wanted to jump in. You said Landys. I saw they upgraded those Jeeps to Land Rovers this season. I saw that.
Beautiful. Yeah. Love them. I was like, I definitely got to win this game so I can go get me a Landy. They were beautiful. I loved them. It was gorgeous on the inside.
Listen, also on budget.
Also, Hannah, and I'm so sorry to interrupt your question. I also want to point out my favorite moment of everyone meeting is 102 moments. I love seeing Lisa and Dorinda like scream at each other when they see each other. And I also love hearing, because I don't know him like that. You do, Hannah. Rob R's interaction with Maura. Is it Maura? Did I say that right? And she's like, and I'm going to try to do my best accent. She's like, we have to work together. And he's like,
maybe. What?
Like, what? This man is crazy. Like, this is the only person you know here. He's like, I don't know anybody here. Like, I'm used to walking in and having, but this is the most clothes I ever had on. Like, he's like, I don't know nobody. And the one person that you know you talking about maybe is crazy.
Listen, bless that man's sweet soul.
Icy. He was a little stony.
Yeah.
Okay. I got that vibe.
He's very nonchalant, or at least I don't know him, obviously, but on Love Island, very nonchalant.
That was my first impression. Not impressed. I'm not saying I wasn't impressed with him. He just didn't seem impressed with anything at all.
He didn't seem that way when we watched the whole entire episode. I just felt like he was just like, I feel like he was someone who, I feel like he was the second person. Like somebody was supposed to be cast from Love Island and dropped out and then they called him. That's what it was giving.
I don't know, because Rob is a fan favorite amongst the fans.
I just thought Rob was looking for the snakes. I felt like he was like, I'm out of my element. Where's the snakes, the mud, and the boots?
I'm cracking up. Yeah. So as we were talking about, Alan shows up with these boxes. Everyone has to pick with the boxes.
Oh, well, we didn't even talk about Rob C. giving Tiffany her flowers. I was
Oh,
really
yes.
excited because, of course, you and I, Big D, we're watching this. We know that Tiffany doesn't know anyone personally. You're a bit familiar with Rob C just because you've gone on his podcast before. Ian's a winner of Big Brother. But for Rob C to hug you and look so excited to play with you, and for him right off the bat to kind of like lay it out to these Bravo fans who may not be familiar with your game and your accolades. Listen, she's a strategic mastermind. I would be honored to work with her. That made me so happy
It
because
really
a lot of these fans, as I said, they're not familiar with Big Brother, Survivor, or any of those shows. So I just thought that was necessary. Thank you, Rob C.
so upon
And I
seeing
was excited for
Rob,
you to have an ally.
thank you. When he approached me, I was happy to see him. I think that because I was born in Big Brotherville, um, my upbringing gives me the my upbringing has conditioned me to be a little skeptical of people off rip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they're actually telling me the truth. So when he approaches me about being excited to see me here, I am like, so is he telling me the truth or is he trying to disarm me? And
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. And then I see but I'm like, he knows me, so I'm going to watch this. I don't know anything about Rob's game. I don't know anything about his strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he is as a person. I don't know if he's playing me, right? But I'm like, I'm just going to keep that, but he's excited, so I'll see. I'm at this point, I'm just like, I'll see. Ian, um, he doesn't say much. He's excited to see me, but I kind of feel like I was the Rob C in the moment for Ian. Not that I was excited to strategize with him, but I was excited to see somebody from Big Brother there. And I'm like, I wanted to be there to support him because I felt like he was the most nervous of anybody. So I'm like, I want to make sure Ian knows that I'm here to work with you. I'm not going to backstab you. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk more about my relationship with Rob as we get further into the episode.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. I have one more episode. Derek, I know you're going to kill me. But also, I think it's so important that we get Tiffany's BTS thoughts because no other podcast can provide that. So sorry, Big D, but thank you. Okay, so another question that I have is on the Traitors social media, they asked you who would you not be excited to see, and you said Josh Martinez. He's the winner of Big Brother season 19. He played Reindeer Games, which you were the host of. He's been on the challenge. You got to play with him in that environment as well. So you guys have done a few things together. Was there anyone you really wanted to see, whether it be from Big Brother, another show, or a real life celebrity?
Oh, let me go back to my thoughts in that moment. Who was I hoping to see?
Mhm.
It's hard to want to see somebody in a game
Mhm.
because how we are in person in real life with each other is it can be parallel to how you are in a game and then it can be totally different. Like I don't want to go against a friend in real life in a game
Mhm.
and I don't want them to go against me, I don't want to lose a real life friend because we played a game. So I actually wasn't hoping necessarily to see anyone particular, no.
Okay. But I can imagine you probably didn't want to see anyone from your season of Big Brother or a
I
close
did
ally from the challenge.
I didn't because not only is that like, um, I don't wanna mess up a relationship, but I also don't wanna
Mhm.
paint a target. So if you see
Mhm.
somebody knowing, "Oh, I know those 2," they're gonna put me and Ian together because we're from Big Brother. If somebody's
Mhm.
there from my season, we're definitely a target. So as much as it might help me,
Yeah.
it can also hurt me just as much.
Yeah. And
And
sorry, go ahead, Derek. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Hannah.
No, no, no. I've been talking this whole time. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
No, I'm not getting in trouble by Tiffany. Go ahead.
I've been talking this whole time. Let me be respectful. You ask
All I
your
was,
question.
I also want to throw out Tiffany to make that's a great point of view because that's exactly what Johnny and Tara, if I said that correctly, are
Mhm.
trying to avoid. They're like they say it in their little green screen moments, like we're best of friends, but we're trying to play it off like we play different times, like we don't really know each other, but like they're best of friends, so they talk to each other every day. So I 100% understand not wanting to see anyone you're close with. Now I do want to cut
It's a
to
bit
where we're
it's
oh,
it's kind of um half and half because you do for comfort, right? Like if I've got somebody there with me, it gives me the comfort of knowing I'm not alone. And I know I don't know anyone, but it is also you're wondering how especially if they put together that we were on the same season or we're close, like what kind of target that presents.
And the housewives this season slash the Bravo people. I'm just gonna kind of divide you guys
Mm,
into like Bravo and other reality
okay.
personalities, and then the gamers. In past seasons, they walk into the castle not knowing anything about how Big Brother works, how Survivor works. Ion, I remember from last season, thought the survivors were survivors of like trauma.
That
yes,
part.
yes,
And
That
I will
part. They
say,
are
like,
survivors from
housewives,
trauma, though.
they are.
But
Anybody
she
that knows
means
CBS
like
is survivors
there's
from
the
trauma.
survivors. Yeah.
but she really did not know it was a show. The Survivor, or sorry, the Housewives and the Bravo people this season, they did their research. Caroline
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
remember Portia? I mean, Phaedra, when she said she thought what's it called was a repo man. She thought Johnny Banana was a
Oh, she
repo
did.
man. She goes, "Oh, the repo guy, the repo guy." She thought he was a
no,
repo guy.
why would she think that?
Because he kind of looks like
Anyway,
He gave repo vibes.
but the Housewives, that they sort of knew what they were walking into. They were like, he won Survivor and he won Big Brother against someone who played 2 seasons ago on the Traitors, and he also, so anyway, they were a lot more prepared and in tune with some of the people that they were playing with. Another question I have for you, Tiff, is you walk in, there are a total of 5 gamers, you're one of them. Are you kind of glad that you are surrounded by mostly winners? Because if they're not familiar with the cookout and your role in getting the cookout to the end, you can sort of hide behind the more obvious threats. Is
Oh
that what you were
yeah.
thinking?
I
Of
always
course.
want bigger threats in any game than me. Don't look at me. I did. What are you talking about? What did I win? Oh, I did win
Mhm.
America's Favorite Player. You know about that? Um, yeah, I was happy that of the gamers that I felt that they were bigger threats for everyone else. If I'm on the outside looking in, than I am. I tried to act like I was a housewife.
Which I love that you did that. And Hannah, Candace knows about Big Brother, so
I
like
know.
she
And
like
I
that's
don't
why I
know
think
this.
when right. And so when Candace embraced Tiffany, it felt like, hey girl, like it felt like
Mhm.
she knew her, and Tiffany I think was just rolling with it, and that's why when I saw that preview, I was like, Tiff, did you know?
No, honey, I really thought she was scoping my coat. And she said, I like your
You're
coat. I said, oh, thank you, girl.
everybody stop, everybody stop. That green coat.
Coach.
I
Beautiful.
need it. Actually, I have never stolen in my life, but I get to your house, I will steal that coat. Straight
Well,
up.
Big D.
I need that coat.
He
That
did. He's
coat
so,
is
he has stolen.
that
Big D.
that coat is top tiff. It just brought everything together. Like the blazer, the lip,
Hmm.
everything. It's just such a standout
Yeah.
piece. It's a great coat.
And it's a beautiful color. On TV, it looks a little
Beautiful.
darker, but in person, it was
It
vibrant.
really
It
pops.
popped.
I told you,
Obsessed.
you
Oh,
look
no.
amazing
The
in
Scotland
person.
accent.
You look amazing in person, but on camera, you really pop. And when I popped out of that car, I said, oh, yeah, he knew what he was talking about.
Okay, so Alan, everyone shows up. Alan is telling everybody to line up. He lets everybody know, hey, we're doing things a little different this season.
Mm.
We're gonna actually pick a traitor and in plain sight. So when Alan said this, I didn't really know how he was gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what Tiffany calls them, but his
Druids?
druids, they come out with boxes, and each person is going to come up and they're going to, see if they got the card, a trader card. And, this is kind of great because it gives everybody a chance to kind of scope people out, read people's body language. The one thing that I did point out, because I know we can, we got a long episode to go through.
I
Please
hope
jump in
it's
at any
not
moment. But
long.
I love hearing Dorinda when Donna Kelsey goes up there. I love hearing Dorinda goes, "Oh, no one's gonna murder her because of the Swifties." Like,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know that. Hey, impossible. Was there any other things that stood out? Because I have a moment that Tiffany said, but I'm gonna see if Hannah has anything that kind of stood out from anybody else that in that moment that was happening.
I was just looking for some sort of reaction in people's eyes, like slight changes in their body language, maybe a flicker of nervousness. But based on the way that they edited it, it seemed as though everyone was able to keep their cool in that moment. And so I'm wondering, Tiffany, did you notice any micro changes between like someone walking up to read their card versus right after Alan opens the box?
It's hard. It's hard when you do not even know these people at all. And we're all
Mm-hmm.
impressed with the scene. And we're all trying to impress Alan a little bit. So, and we're also not trying to look suspicious, which doesn't help you to not look suspicious. I do wish I could have
Mm-hmm.
heard Ron say, I'm nervous and excited to the point where I almost feel like I have to poop a little.
That was funny.
To even
Hilarious.
express
I was
that
like,
to
dude.
someone. I said, "Oh, we're being very candid."
I also want to point out, I love Tiffany when Michael went up there and he's doing this weird smile and stuff like that. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like, I knew they were going to get Tiffany's one line. And Tiffany's like,
Mhm.
does he
Does he
always
always
smile
smile?
like that? Because it was weird. It was like,
You know, truth be told, I think that, and this is a behind the scenes for everyone, I guess, like a little there used to be this show where this girl, I forget it, but you could they used to film it, you could see her thoughts, like you hear the voice that's playing in her head. Anyway, I'm going too far off track. But when I watch myself, this is probably one of the first times I've watched myself and felt like, and I guess because we filmed it so long ago, that it's new for me too. And I don't know if when I'm watching, I'm going, I said that, I said that, I said that. It's like, and it's also because in the moment, it's so exciting. There's so much excitement. There's so many things going on, so many factors. But there's something about once I leave home and I step on the plane and I get to my job, I become another version of myself. So my thoughts are not my thoughts that the Tiffany that's sitting here is having. It's the thoughts of whoever showed up in that moment to do the job she had to do. So I said that to say, I didn't even know I said that.
Yeah, I
That's
can
what I love
imagine it's
it.
probably like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys walk into the house. It looks like they redid the house a
The
little bit.
house, the
The
castle.
castle. It looked like they redid the castle a little bit. Just a little touches, a little bit of different
Okay.
greenery, different wallpaper. Was there
Okay.
anything really cool that popped out to you, Tip, that you were like, oh, I love that?
Yeah, the fact that I felt right at home. I said, I am a queen. This is my court. This is my castle, and these are my minions. And so I said, welcome home. It's been a long time. I've been waiting to get back to where I belong. Where is my throne? No, the castle was beautiful. Just to be able to be in Scotland in a real castle, it was humongous. This is a huge castle. And you can tell I appreciated the architecture, that it has stood the test of times, that whatever has happened, they weren't able to knock this castle down. It was just beautiful. It was so surreal.
Mm.
Come on,
It seems like
surreal.
a dream.
It very much so.
A
And
beautiful
when you
dream.
talk about someone whose dream was really to go on Big Brother and to end up
Mhm.
in Scotland with people who have probably been doing this thing for years, I'm just really in this moment grateful and just thanking God for allowing me an opportunity, even just to be where I am right now in this castle with these people. Win, lose, or draw, it didn't have to be me, and it is. So I'm just like taking it all in. Shut
I
up,
know that's right,
Terry.
baddies win, lose, or draw.
What
Oh,
was
no.
draw?
So I want to point out one of the first conversations I saw that happened. There was a conversation that happened with Monet Exchange and Jam Jam. I had a feeling they were already going to have an alliance because, Jam Jam is a big Drag Race fan. Monet
Yeah.
Exchange is a big Survivor fan. So when they were having that conversation while Tiffany and Donna were talking, they kind of clocked in this moment. And this is kind of, I feel like, the start of everything. They kind of clocked that if somebody could be a traitor, it could be Donna. Okay.
Mm.
They all know each other. Just like Candace, like I mentioned before, loves Big Brother. She knows the Big Brother players. I do want to cut to a conversation that happens. Mora, I hope I said it correctly.
Mhm.
Mora has a
Mhm.
conversation with Michael, Portia. Yes, Tiff, go ahead.
We had actually left off on Jam Jam and Monet talking about who could possibly be a secret traitor, and it was Donna Kelsey. They were talking about Donna Kelsey.
Yes.
I wanted to say something about that.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. They're not Jam Jam and Monet are not the only people who suspect that Donna Kelsey could possibly be a traitor. I am also looking at Donna very suspiciously because although you don't want to think about how production is thinking about this show, um, you do want to use your own brain in I am thinking to myself, well, one, Donna's older. She's a mom. I want to connect with her. I wanted to kind of get close to her so that if she happens to be a traitor, I'm not someone she'd want to consider. I wanted her to know right off the bat, hey, I am not like these. I ain't like the rest of these people. I'm a mom too, girl. I have a son. We need to stick together, okay? So I was trying to make myself be close to Donna, just in case she had picked that secret traitor card. Because
Okay.
Mm.
you see
Which
me
was a smart
talking to
move.
her at the chess table when Jam Jam and Monet are saying, like, she could be the secret traitor.
Yeah. Yeah, that was smart. I mean, also, one thing about us Big Brother players, we know it's all about making relationships. So, Tip, I feel like even when you started from getting out the car to walking into the castle, you were already making connections. Girl, I saw you hands locked with Candace and other people
Mhm.
walking into the castle. That's the one thing about us Big Brother players. We know it's
But
a social. We're very
you
good with that.
you know
Yes, go
what?
ahead.
That connection between me and Candace was so genuine. I didn't know she knew who I was. I just thought she was so cute and she was so sweet. I had heard
Mhm.
about a little bit about her. I don't watch Housewives, but I've kind of seen clips of Candace to me my impression of what I think I know is that she's like witty, she'll let you have it, she'll go off on you. And so I'm a little like let I don't want to get on this girl's bad side, but she was like very
Mm.
nice to me and very warm to me. And so I was like, oh, that's sweet. So it felt good to have like, I love I was going to say, I love women, but I really do. I love having sisters. I love having a close relationship with women. It just makes me feel at home. So I knew Rob and I knew Ian then there's Jam Jam. Now Natalie's there too. I don't know her that well, but Candace immediately like kind of embraces me. So I'm like, okay, I got a sister.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
That's
that.
sweet.
The conversation I just want to get to is Maura has a conversation with Michael and Portia in the room, letting everyone know she doesn't know who any of these people are besides Rob, because he played Love Island. She's talking about playing a very low key game. Now, Tiffany. Tiffany, Alan seems like he's having conversations with everybody why they should be traitors. Tiffany, I love that you were authentic as you always are. You're like, hey, I want to win this game, help Christian. You know, I want to help my son go to college, the least that I can do. I thought that was great. And then we go from that sentiment moment to him asking Lisa Renner, why do you want to be a traitor? Because I'm motherfucking Lisa Renner.
Yeah.
No, look, get it right. She said, because I'm Lisa fucking Renna. That's why. What else do you
I
need to
think
know
Was
it's
there
about it?
anything
mindful
else
in
that she
life.
said? Is there
You
anything
said
else you
what?
can say that you might have said? Or I don't know. I feel like,
Well,
I saw the full
I'm not sure if you
interview.
guys, so there are some clips from me making my pitch to Alan, and I let him know, Alan, I am right at home. Like, what do you mean? Do I want to be a traitor? I am actually in the blood business. You know, I collect blood for a living, right? He's like, what do you mean collect blood? I know he was like, did y'all do a psych eval before she got here? What do you mean you collect blood? And I'm like, yeah, I collect blood. He's like, you do that for fun? I was like, that's my job. He's like, what kind of job who collects blood? What are you, a vampire? What do you mean? And I said, I'm a phlebotomist. He was like with the brain. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm a phlebotomist. That is the collection of blood. He thinks I'm shitting him. No, that's actually what I do, Alan. It was so funny. He did. I think that
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think Alan knew. I don't know. I can't say who knows what. I don't know what he knows about us before we show up, but I definitely know he was not prepared for me. He was not ready. He was like,
Yeah.
what is she talking about? He just thought I was about to come in here and
That
be like, yeah,
part.
I want to be a traitor. I said, no, let me tell you why. I want to collect blood from each and every one of them and lick it.
Okay.
Brilliant. Listen,
Brilliant.
Alan and Big D might actually be the same because he confused phlebotomy with lobotomy, which I thought was hilarious.
Wait until we have
So
a
funny.
conversation one day. Now,
Oh
listen,
god.
also another person who I pointed out, I love Ian's answer. Ian, I don't know why. It was giving. Ian goes, I think the faithful side of the game is like a juicy nut that needs to be cracked. I was like, Ian, where did you pull this out of? Kristen goes, you don't want to fuck with a chef because we can poison your food.
Mm.
Got it. Now we get to the round table. It's time for everyone to get blindfolded. Alan does his speech, letting you know I'm gonna pick some
Ooh.
traitors.
I have a question for Tiff.
I know you do, Hannah. Go ahead.
In this moment, are you hoping that Alan chooses you? Because
I
I
mean,
think everyone or most people walking into that castle as they're sitting down with Alan might think to themselves, yeah, of course I want to be a traitor. How else would I want to play this game? I'm here, might as well immerse myself in the experience. But right before Alan goes around, are you thinking like, actually, that might be a lot of pressure. Let me just, I'm hoping to be a faithful. Did you have a change of heart or no?
I have been conflicted about whether I want to be a traitor or not from the time I got the call. And the name of the game is Traitors. So I want to be a traitor. At the same time, I'm looking at me as a person, and people have tried to tell me, oh, you could do that. I watched you do this. Like, I think being a traitor, you have to be very duplicitous and but it's all the time. And you have to know when to turn it on and turn it off and turn it on, turn it off. I'm very good at being authentically myself. I'm not good at being fake. I'm not good at acting. I'm not good at pretending. I'm good at being me. So to be a traitor, I have to lie. I have to be conniving. Like there's so many facets of it, but it's challenging and it is a little safer in the game of the traitors to be a traitor. So I want the safety. I want a challenge. I want to see how would I actually do. But I do know if I'm a traitor, I cannot be Tiffany Mitchell
Mhm.
that is just bold and fearless and how comfortable am I going to be? About 70% of me wants to be a traitor because
Mhm.
of the benefits of being a traitor. But as far as my own personality, like I'm also like, if he doesn't tap me, all I gotta do is play. That's all I'm thinking.
Mm. Okay, so
Love
about
the
30% of you is hoping that he doesn't, and
Yeah.
70% of you still wants that tap.
Yeah.
Okay.
love
Okay.
that. Love- He ends up picking Lisa,
Makes sense. We
Candace.
called it. We called
We
it, Big
called
D.
it. We did call Lisa, Candace, and Rob R. Now Rob R
Mm,
really threw me for a curveball after what you told me about
yes.
Rob R. I was really surprised. I was like, okay, Rob R. Now I
Yeah,
love
well, I was
Lisa. Yeah,
wait,
go ahead, Hannah.
oh, I was just gonna say I was shocked that he picked two housewives to be in the turret. Now, Big D, you and I, especially you immediately called that no gamers would be in the turret this season
I knew it.
because of last season. It was all gamers. And you also called that it would either be Lisa Rinna or Dorinda. So we did end up getting that right, but I was like, two housewives. This is going to be very hard for the gamers to be able to stay in the game because, of course, they're the biggest threats. If they don't get murdered, they're probably going to be banished right off the bat,
Mhm.
and housewives
Yeah.
tend to protect each other. And then Rob R really, as you said, Derek, threw me for a loop based on what I know about him from social media as well as from Love Island. I was like, doesn't have a whole lot of personality. So I
Mhm.
am just curious to see, is he going to be able to step up and narrate this season as one of the main characters because he's one of the original traitors? And I also did not know how he would get along with Rinna and Candace, but he seems to kind of be growing more comfortable with his role and with working with them
Yeah.
as time goes on. But that's
As
all I
time
have to
goes on.
say.
Yeah, and I also want to say this. I think that for I think this is going to push him out of his shell. We're probably going to see a different type of, Rob R because he can't rely on like this is not him navigating love and things like that. Like he's navigating a game where he has to actually articulate and explain what's happening or what he's planning to do. I love Lisa going, "Oh my God, my heart is beating out of my chest. I had to deceive and I get a chance to deceive and kill people." And I love that she's having a moment with Tiff and she's like, let me pour you a drink and spills the drink on Tiff and is like, oh,
Yes.
I'm so wrecked right now.
Yeah.
What did you think in that moment when that happened? Were you like, or were you like, girl, what's wrong with her?
Nothing. I'm telling you, I'm just as nervous as she is. She was gonna spill it on me or I was gonna spill it on her.
When
And
okay,
she's not
so
even
something that
nervous,
we've
honestly.
she's just acting
Yes.
because she's that good.
Yes.
But
And I and
I
I
know.
and I
Oh,
don't
sorry. Go
and
ahead.
I don't know anything about Lisa Rinna, so I don't know that she's this super dramatic person, this super dramatic actor. I don't even know this. I just know she's a housewife. So
Yeah,
her spilling is not even coming off, is not even on my radar. Like, is this dramatics or is this real? It actually
I
didn't
know.
get on
In
me. It was on the bar, but yeah.
very funny moment. I know in previous seasons, people will like take off their blindfold and they'll immediately look around the room to see if anyone is acting different, if there are any telltale signs, and that's usually the logic that's used at those first couple of roundtables because you don't have much else to go off of. Is that something that you were doing, Tiff?
Stop.
And did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Sorry. Tiger's trying to get on my lap. I'm so sorry. Um,
No, it's okay. Hi, Tiger.
What's your question, Hannah?
My question is, after you took off your blindfold, Alan had already at this point selected 3 traitors. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary, any telltale signs on people's faces or in their body language that kind of clued you in to watching them a bit more?
It's so hard, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on. Whichever one, Chanel, it doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Y'all have no idea how Tiger is sitting on my desk right now.
He's like, is it time for me to relax?
He's killing me. It is so hard. I literally don't. If you put BB23 at the round table and then you mask us and you pick a traitor and you unblindfold us, I can probably get at least one of them. Okay. I don't know these people from a can of paint. It's so hard to see who's doing what, whose reaction is what. You've got to literally go around the table and I am doing that. Like I am looking for anything that's suspicious. But then I'm also thinking in my head, are they going to think I'm suspicious because of the way I'm going around looking at people? And then it becomes, did you see how Tiffany was trying to look at everybody? Like she was trying to act like she wasn't a traitor because of the way she was like eyeball. So it's you. It's hard.
Yeah.
It seems hard. It definitely does seem hard. It seems harder from, we're watching from home. So to watch when you're in the castle, it just seems like hard. And we love picking your brain because you played it. It's like, it's crazy. Now I do want to count. I want to cut to, I was like a good cut. I want to go to, Colton, Monet Exchange, and Jam Jam are having a conversation. Okay. And Colton says to himself, I'm just so nervous because, I don't want to feel the gay guilt again. Now, when it comes to Colton, now, I didn't talk a lot about it on the cast assessment, but I'm going to talk about it now. Colton to me does not feel authentic. Okay. And as these episodes go on and as we're, just discussing, reviewing, it's showing more and more that Colton is trying to push this narrative that I'm gay, everybody. I'm gay. Don't forget, I'm gay. I want to make sure everyone knows I'm gay. And another gay, it is very frustrating.
As a real gay, has been out since I was a teenager gay, where Colton came out. Colton didn't go through the same struggles that a lot of us gays went through. Okay. And I just feel like I'm purposely going to count this season how many times he talks about him being gay. I have never, from all these episodes, I feel like every moment he's talking about him being gay or making it known that he is gay. And I just feel like it's a fake front. And Colton to me is another person. I'm going to be honest. I'm also going to be respectful. Do not care for. And this facade and this persona that he's putting up, it is just really, very, what's the word? I would say just very nuisance to to me and a lot of other gay people. Now I've been talking to the other gays, and they feel the same
You
way.
guys have a group chat?
Yeah, girl, we got a group chat.
All of us in America.
All of us. So Colton, I will say I'm not the only one that feels this way. And I don't expect you two to chime in, but that's just me giving my honest opinion as a gay person that he needs to hang it up. Like he just needs to stop.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, you can.
Now, I am not in this group chat that Big B speaks of, consisting of all the gays in America. But I did watch Colton on The Bachelor, so I'm a bit familiar with him in the context of reality TV. To me, all I'm going to say is it seems as though he came onto this show wanting a redemption arc. I
Yes.
know Tom Sandoval was a highly controversial character. He was probably the most hated man in America at one point because of Scandoval, and he comes on Traitors, and he's able to gain a little bit of his favor back with the audience because of how poorly he played. But like, still, whatever. So that is the only thing that sticks out to me. I'm not going to comment on how many times he says that he's gay because I'm not
No.
part of that group chat. So
Hannah, everyone's a part of it. It's just, there's multiple group chats. So I'm just saying, when it comes to Colton, I didn't watch him on The Bachelor, but just watching everything afterwards and how he's been and how he represents himself, he's not someone. When you are a gay person, or you represent for any type of, tribe or community or whatever, I would like to see you be someone who's advocated and shown up. Where I look at Jam Jam, I look at Monet Exchange, they have shown up. Where Colton has not shown up. Okay, and that's straight T, and that's a whole nother conversation. Next,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Michael.
Because like I don't know what that means. Like I have to show up. And I'm Black, I gotta show up for Black. I'm a woman, I gotta show up for all women. I'm a mom, I gotta show up for all moms. Like, what is it? I'm heterosexual, I gotta show up for all heteros.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. If somebody is going to come out and be a part of our community and then want to use I'm gay, and be a part of our community, then you should advocate in a way through, since you came out, to support the community. I don't feel like he supports the community. So that's what I'm saying. It's a whole nother conversation.
So tomorrow I want to be a lesbian. I gotta do something to be a lesbian. No, I'm serious.
Well, I mean, Big D as being a public. I'm saying, as a public figure, keep in mind, he also made it clear that, I play for the NFL. I play for the NFL.
I'm a public
He never
figure
played for the NFL.
I'm just saying, like, I could decide I want to go be with a woman. I got to do something different. I got to do something.
No, Big D is what you're saying, because I understand what you're saying, Tiff. Big D is what you're trying to get at. Like, he only voices that he's gay when he feels like it benefits him. Because I know this is a conversation that we've had surrounding minorities, and people who may not look like they're part of a specific minority group, but they'll call attention to the fact that they have membership in that minority group when they feel like it benefits them. And outside of when they feel like it's convenient for them or it benefits them, then they almost suppress that part of themselves. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Again, I can't comment on his gayness because I'm not part of the group chat.
I never watched The Bachelor. I never heard his name. I've never seen his face. I knew nothing about him. So it wasn't suspicious to me that he was gay. And I also don't care about anybody's sexual preference. I only care about what you like sexually if you're trying to have sex with me. I don't care.
And that's okay. That's why I said this was more for me to speak on, because of the fact that I'm watching it and I'm just giving my feelings on it. I don't, like I said, there's nothing personal. It's just me recapping, and over the last 3 episodes, everything he's talked about is review. I'm sorry. Excuse me, reviewing. And as I'm reviewing these episodes, that's the majority of his puns and what he's using it as Hannah said. So thank you for helping me break that down. I completely understand what you're saying, Tiff. Like, nobody has to be a spokesperson for a certain community.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to understand what you were saying, but Hannah helped give that.
Yes. Thank God. Okay. Thank God Hannah helped, because I was struggling. Michael's having a conversation with everybody.
Michael. Michael cracks me up.
Michael cracks me up. And he's talking about, he has a conversation, and Tiff is looking gorgeous and she's listening. You know, one thing about Tiff, I'm realizing she is really applying this STFU, okay?
Well, what did I say in the cast assessment? I was like, people think about Tiffany as this big personality, and she can be, but like most of the time in these games, Tiffany is just the quietest person in the room, and she's
It's
totally comfortable
crazy.
doing that. We're really talking about Tiff like she's not here. Hey, Tiff.
That's it.
We
You're
have
talking
to. We
about
have to
Tiff
treat
on
it
the
like that.
Traitors. We're talking about her.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
She
start
did
talking
say
about
when
it like
she
that too.
entered these
So I'm
games,
watching
it's something
Tiffany,
different.
right? I'm gonna start talking about you like I'm gonna start talking about myself as a
Mm.
person. Keep going. I'm about to love this. That's
Oh, she did say when she entered the game, it's not Tiffany like we know her. It's like a
Yeah.
whole persona. It's like how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, you know.
yeah. It's Madame Margot.
Oh, love that.
Wait, you had a name, Madam Silk.
Flip it around.
Wicked Witch. No, what did you call yourself in the Big Brother house with the accent? I think it was Silk.
Silk.
You called her Silk. That was like your
Yes.
persona. And she
Silk.
had a British accent.
Yes.
That was
my
bad.
dad.
She
My
sounded
dad
Indian,
always called me
as all
Silk.
her accents too.
My dad called me Silk from
Really?
the time I was born. Yeah. He said I was
I didn't know
smooth
that's where
and
that name came
pure.
from.
Yeah. He was like, she's so smooth. She's
Aw.
so pure. He was like, she's refined, pure, smooth,
Like
refined,
silk.
like silk. I said, okay. All my
Aw.
letters say silk.
Oh my, I did not know
love
that's where that
that.
name came from.
Yeah, and I didn't know really
That's so
either. My
sweet.
grandmother wrote me a letter in college when I was messing up, and she was like, "Do you know why your dad named you Silk?" And then she told me, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to
Mm.
find that letter and pull it out because I might need to get some. I need some grandmother reprimanding."
Mm.
Oh, not recommend. Not recommended. This conversation is very important. I gotta point it out. Michael's having a conversation with everybody like he the coach of the football team. He got some of the gamers over here, some of the housewives, and everybody else, and he's like, listen. And he says this because I just watched it. There are 5 housewives and 5 gamers. One of them in each group has to be a traitor.
Mm.
Tiffany, hold up, before I even go. The fact that Michael is including himself as a housewife, because I swear there's only 4 housewives.
5.
Is there 5?
Yeah, you're forgetting Caroline. Because she hasn't had any screen time so far.
Wait, Caroline, Portia, there is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Caroline need to speak up because I keep forgetting that she's there. God
I know.
damn.
Same.
I love that Tiffany cuts and goes, either he's a terrible faithful or a terrible traitor.
Either way it goes.
Because he does that.
He's just bad at the game. Period.
Just bad at the game all around. I've never seen somebody just called out in the foyer with a group of people. Like and here's the thing: a lot of people don't know Michael Rappaport, but this is him.
I didn't.
Like he is.
I don't know anybody.
Like he's this bold personality. He
I'm
wants to be
learning
in
though.
your face. He's like. Listen, I'm learning because I swear I only hear him less than 15 minutes on Watch What Happens Live, and that's it. I'm learning a lot. This is a lot for me to watch.
Yeah.
Candace has another group meeting in another room. She tells
Wait, I want to know Tiffany's thoughts in that moment because he indirectly called you out. He's saying essentially there's a 20% chance that Tiffany is a traitor.
And so in my mind, I'm going, Tiffany, you're going to have to prove more and more that you are not a gamer nor a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I'm not a traitor, so I'm not even thinking I have to prove I'm not a traitor. I'm like, everybody in here has to prove they're not a traitor. I also have to prove I'm not a gamer. Like, why? Like, don't look. When they start looking at the gamers, I'm like, I started looking at the gamers too. I'm like, he's talking about y'all.
Now,
why are you calling y'all out like that? Y'all better defend yourselves. Y'all better rally up.
Listen, it's giving. I want to let you know that Big D is the one who got out the hammock.
The part, but I am thinking like,
back to Big D.
Shit. So in my mind, I think I try to take things that are supposed to be used against me and find out how to make them work to my benefit. So a prime example was in Big Brother when they were targeting duos, and I was like, well, shit, I'm a duo too. I can be targeted. Let's use this as a benefit. Let's find out how we can make this beneficial. So when he loops all the gamers together, I had already came in with the mindset that the gamers are going to have to stick together anyway. I feel so bad that my voice is so terrible. Let me drink some water.
You're
That's
fine. We
okay.
can hear you. You sound fine. You're perfectly
Okay.
fine. You sound good. That's a yeah,
That
100%.
makes
Like
sense.
yeah,
Because
makes sense.
if they're going to treat you like you're
You're,
working
you're gonna.
together, then you might as well just work
I might as
together, you
well.
know?
We might as well work together. So if we're going to be targeted,
But then,
then we need to have stronger. We need to make
yeah,
sure our numbers are together. We're working together. Then so. But I
and
also am
I
thinking.
guess how.
I was just gonna say, but I also am
Go
thinking
ahead.
gamers can't be my only. They can't be my only support. I am going to have to make relationships in other places so that I'm not solely dependent upon gamers, but I know that we got to stick together.
Yes. So I mean that kind of leads me to my next question, which is a two-parter. How do you balance working with the gamers because you recognize that you need the numbers while also trying to visibly distance yourself from the gamers? How do you juggle the two? And you talk about having relationships outside of the gamers. Who did you naturally gravitate towards?
So, my little cookout brain starts going. It's 5 gamers, it's 5 housewives. We gonna need to grab one and be their friend. You get yours, I'm gonna
Mm,
get mine. I'm gonna
Okay.
get a couple. I'm gonna
no
start
way.
collecting wives up in here. I want to be a madam anyway.
Hmm.
So let me get me a few, and you get you some. Rob, find you a wife. Jam Jam, find you a wife. Let's all find us a wife. So yeah, I am. I'm thinking let's if then that makes 10 of us, right? Voting
Hmm.
against everybody else. But I know that's hard to do. Like it's not this isn't Big Brother. It's not gonna work that way. I can only really control what I can do, right? So in my relationships that I can build. So I don't know the gamers that well, but you know, Rob is I feel like he's smart. I feel like I can trust him. I have watched Jam Jam season, so I know how he plays. I don't know if he trusts me or if he wants to how close we can be, but I do know that I am going to try to make some relationships with other people in this castle, but people that I can strategize with. I am at my best not when I'm pulling the strings and I'm calling the shots. I'm at my best when I have someone I can bounce ideas off of, I can think with, I can strategize with. No one knows this better than Hannah Chata.
Hmm.
I don't want to be responsible for all of my decisions. I could be wrong. What do you think? Like, what do you think we should do? I'm
Hmm.
thinking this. What are you thinking? Are we thinking the same thing? Are you
Hmm.
thinking something better? How can we add to it? And so I am also looking around going, who can I do that with? I don't know these people, but a lot of these people have never played a game before. I'm not very confident.
Hmm.
And even if I build a relationship with them, yeah, this is somebody who might like me enough to not vote for me, but are they smart enough or not smart enough? But are they strategic enough in a gaming capacity that not only are they not going to vote for me, but we can help run this castle together? I'm looking for someone who can help run this castle with me, like just make it go in our
Hmm.
favor.
Yes. Love
And
that.
then we land on Michael Rapp.
But let's get there. Let's get there though. But we're
Yeah.
going
Oh,
to
you want to
get
get there
there.
now?
No, let's get there in
No,
Okay.
chronological order
Okay.
just progress through the
Okay.
episode. Yeah.
I just want to because I got to
because we
set this up.
30 minutes
Candace has a
in and we was
conversation.
20 minutes on the other one and we ain't nowhere near,
I
so we gonna
know.
have to go.
Oh, I can't. I'm trying it. I'm trying to. I'm
No,
trying
I
my
know. I know.
best.
It's my fault. I keep asking
No, it's no
questions. Go
one's
ahead,
fault,
Big
but
D.
we got a lot of crumbs that we don't need. Like, let's get to the action.
Okay. So Candace talks in the group of people. She thinks that Lisa Renner could be a traitor. We are going to get to the turret. We get to the turret. Lisa and Candace have a moment. They see each other. They cackle like they're witches, and I love it. Like they are
Mhm.
ready to do a spell. Okay. Rob R is already said, hey, I really don't. I'm hoping that the people that are traitors are not loud, boisterous. He's looking for quiet type of people. Coming to find
Like
out, he's
yourself.
stuck with two.
Why?
I don't
So
know
they'll get to
why.
the turn and it just be quiet.
Right. He's hoping for quiet type of people, as he said. Coming to find out, he like, damn, I got 2 housewives, but we're gonna try to make this work because he's like, I don't want anyone to bring attention to themselves. Okay.
Derek, don't talk faster like you're rushing. I'm just saying some of your notes we might have to, skip the things that aren't really that relevant, but just I don't want you to feel rushed.
Okay. So Alan does let the traitors know, hey, you guys are the traitors, but I want to let you know that the secret traitor has power. The power that the secret traitor has is that the secret traitor will pick 4 people that could be banished. You now have to pick from that list of those 4 people. So they're kind of like, oh, what's the point of us being traitors if we don't have to say? Like, would you don't trust us? It's kind of give it a little bit like, you're hired, but you have to kind of go through a 2-week training. We don't know if you're fully hired yet. Basically,
which seems like that person that they've chosen as the secret traitor is like the mastermind of this, and then you get to work with what the mastermind has given you.
That part.
Yeah. It's giving like unpaid intern. Yeah. Really.
There's God and then there's the angels. God has chosen the prisoners, okay? These people are going to hell. Angel, you pick which one is going to die.
So we get to our first challenge, the boat challenge.
I do think that this is important because this is the first time that they've ever introduced a twist like this to the Traitors US. They recently had the secret traitor twist on the Traitors UK. So Big D, you and I suspected they would do something like this. We were really hoping that Tiff would be the secret traitor and it would be a gamer.
Should have been. Really now that we talk.
It should have been.
Should have been.
It should have been. Just someone who understands how these games work, because that is a lot of pressure.
No matter what.
And you're playing by yourself. You're in this awkward position where you're not quite a faithful, but you're also not really a traitor. How do you think the secret traitor twist affected the game?
Okay. I'm going to try to go quickly.
No. I mean, in this moment, he's telling them how the secret traitor twist works.
That's where we are, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that's where we are, Derek?
No, we are. We just, go ahead. No, absolutely. Because the traitor has the power and they can pick 4 people. So yeah.
For one, I'm playing the game. Well, for one, Tiffany's playing the game. So she has no idea that there is a secret traitor amongst other traitors. There's 2 levels of trading here. And so but she is thinking, I'm just kidding. But I am feeling that there's more than 3 traitors. I already know Alan picked a traitor in plain sight. I watched him do it. I don't know who it is. He walked around the table and I'm thinking, Alan's not going to pick just 2 people at this table. I think that would be boring. He had to pick 3 people at this table. So to me, I feel like my gut instinct is telling me there are 4 traitors, but I've never in my wildest dreams thought that there's a secret traitor amongst open traitors. I have no idea about this. So watching it air on TV, I'm going, that's ridiculous.
Is this your first time learning exactly how the twist worked?
Yeah, I had no clue.
No.
No
way.
I had no clue.
Do you feel like the secret traitor twist favors the traitors or the faithfuls?
I like the secret traitor twist because as a fan of the show and as a viewer watching it, like, we don't even know who the secret traitor is. So I'm like, this is really, I like this element because so I heard some people last season saying something like, we wish we also didn't know who the traitors were so we could play the game. This gives the audience an opportunity to be a part of the show where they're also playing. Everybody wants to play. Something about the viewers are gamers as well, because it's trying to figure something out, like playing Clue. I love it. I really do.
Okay. And I mean, I feel like it makes the lives of the traitors easier, in the sense that they're not completely responsible for who dies. And so they can sort of hide behind that. And they are also trying to suss out who the secret traitor is. So they
Yeah,
can
they're
sound
playing a
like a
game
faithful. They're
too.
also looking. They're
They're
also
also looking
looking
for
for a
traitors.
traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like when you're a
Okay.
traitor and there's nothing else to do but kill people and try to remain incognito, you're I'm not gonna say you got an easy job because I don't know that, right? I don't know that. But now they also have to be working. They're working like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, Derek, sorry.
No, you're fine. Boat challenge. Hey, it was very straightforward. Um, they have to get money. The goal is to put casket in people's graves, but coming to
That was
find out,
eerie, scary,
uh,
spooky, cold, wet. I didn't like it. I don't want to see a grave with my name on it. I have already told
yeah,
my
that's
son,
crazy.
don't put me in a casket, don't embalm me, don't bury me in a ground in a box. You can bury me in the ground just naturally and let me turn into mold, fungus, and grow into a tree and fertilize the earth, but you can't embalm me and pollute the earth with boxes of wood that are never going anywhere and have to come back and clean off a tombstone. Go to California, live your life. Don't worry about my dead, rotting body in the ground. But you can cremate me and spread me across America. I don't care, or Scotland. It doesn't matter. I'm dead. But what I don't want to do in my alive life is see a empty grave waiting for me to get put in it. I was
So yeah,
praying.
on that note, certain people were up for banish because when you put the casket in somebody's tombs in their grave, they're up. They can be eliminated. The rest of them get shields, which I was glad.
I
Tiffany
ain't
got
gonna
a shield.
lie.
No one
I
put
am
any.
scared though. I'm like, is somebody gonna put one in my grave? Like,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have relationships with these people. I don't know. I don't know if
yeah,
I'm significant, if I'm insignificant, if somebody's looking out for me, if I'm on somebody's radar. So it is
yeah.
at this point, it does feel personal if you come back and see a casket in your grave.
Of course.
Now, Tiffany, was your tombstone in the third row, like furthest out? Was
It
it
was
the
kind
second
of,
row?
I
Was it
think
the
it was
first row?
actually alphabetical order. I thought.
Oh, okay. So you would have
No.
been in the very, like the closest row
I
to the
think I was in
sign.
the front row.
Okay, well, because that's how a lot of the teams were kind of targeting people initially. Like,
Yeah,
we only have a certain amount of time. Let's just throw it in the closest one. So you really got lucky.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure your
Michael.
relationships with people also did help you when it came to
And plus, I
choosing
have
who in the
God on my
first row
side.
to
I
target.
prayed.
Mm,
So I'm not
mm-hmm,
ready to
mm-hmm.
die yet.
And
Michael,
Please
what?
don't let
I
me
do
do
want to
that.
give Natalie her accolades for thinking very quickly. I can't remember if she was in the white boat, the green boat, or the red boat,
She was
but
in the
she was
boat
the
with
one who initially
me.
said, "Oh
It's
yeah, 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 yeah."
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
and
me, Natalie, Portia, Dorinda, Lisa, Rob R, Ian, and I want to say, I mean, and Rob C. So we're all in the same boat. I am literally loving the ship I'm in. This is my boat.
mm-hmm,
These are the people I want to be with, that I want to work with. Like, I got in that boat. First of all, Natalie is a workhorse. She came in
mm-hmm.
like, I knew she knew what
Very
she was
strong.
doing. I got in there. I got Rob C there. I got Rob R, who I knew he was strong. I'm like, you gonna attach these hooks onto this casket onto our boat. I got my housewives, Portia, Lisa, Dorinda. Baby, I'm in there. This is my boat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, you
Yeah, but
guys really
Natalie
did
was the
have a
one who
good vote.
suggested, like, hey, we won't put any caskets in your graves if you guys don't target us. And
Yeah.
again, quick thinking.
Yes.
So
Quick
got to give
thinking,
her
quick
her flowers for
alliance.
that.
At the end of the challenge, Michael's not happy. He's
He's
not
never
happy, of
happy.
course. He's never happy. So he's in a tiffy about everything that's happened because, he got one in his grave, of course. So he's like calling people out, trying to figure out how this happened, what happened. They get back
Me
to
and
the
Claire were dying. He was like, those miserable insert curse word.
Oh
We
my
were
God.
like, that is such a creative usage of the English
But the
language.
funny thing is, when we saw he had a casket, we just knew he is about to shit his pants. This is about to go all bad. It's about to be hell on wheels. He's like, he was so offended. He's like, why do you want me to die? What is it about me? Why do you want me out of here? I don't know, Michael.
Michael, take a look in the mirror.
That part. Take a look in the mirror.
He was so shocked. He really thought he was
Jackson,
flying
man in
under
the mirror
the
moment.
radar.
Why would anybody want me?
Yeah.
Why would you want me out of here?
Oh my God.
We get back to the castle and Candace, I guess Candace kind of, chiming in her sister, letting her know, hey, like, because she was trying to figure out Portia's trying to figure out why she was about to get a casket in her gravesite.
In the Landy.
And
In the
she
Landy.
lets
You're
her-
talking about the conversation that happens in the Landy.
Yes, in the landing. And she lets her know, the landing. I love that. She lets her know that,
Landy.
Michael.
Like a Land Rover.
Landy.
Like a
Like a
Land
Land
Rover.
Rover.
A Landy.
Okay. Landy.
Yes.
She lets her know in the Landy that, Michael was talking about targeting all the housewives. Now, this statement is true,
Sort of
but
true.
not true. It is, it's kind of, it could be whatever, how you spin it. So Portia, doing what housewives do after having this conversation, has a conversation with Michael and is like, hey, why were you trying to target me when, like, we supposed to be, basically housewives together? Michael blows up. He's like, who said this? Tell me who said this? What the fuck up? He's having a moment, okay? So she's
Michael's like
"Oh,
our
let's-"
Jack in the Box of the season. Like, you just shake him, you wind him up.
He's exactly what I would love to play a game with, to be honest. Because he can't hold nothing in. He reacts to everything. Every
reacts to
single
everything.
thing. So it's like
You do too.
everything.
See, this is the one Big D comparison that's actually accurate.
No, I'm not.
Big
No,
D's
you do.
absolutely not.
Oh, one time
Yes,
Barack
you do.
Obama said this.
Derek, you
That
react
reminds me
to
of me.
everything. The only time you don't react is when I begged you not to.
Oh, Derek.
So, him and, Portia's like, all right, well, Candace says it. So he goes and he calls out Candace and Portia, they're all in the same room. And Candace plays a Uno reverse. Back to
I'm
you,
sorry. She
okay?
played a what?
And Uno reverse, back to you. And she basically lets her know, hey, I did not say that. Which is, she's like, I didn't mean like he said it at the challenge. It was said another day, but it was said, and Portia's like, no, you made it seem like he said it at the challenge. Here comes Candace doing a housewife move. Oh, Maura, did I actually say that? And Maura's like, oh, I don't remember anything that was said. I don't remember anything that was said. And in this moment, it is like gaslighting to the finest. But it really did work out because Candace got off with it. But we know that he said it when Tiffany and them were all in the circle. But when he was talking about, targeting people and things like that, but it wasn't said at the challenge. So that was just a
Candace
point.
flat out lied and handled that like an expert.
And
Wow,
it
like
worked.
an expert.
And it
To the
worked
point
because
where-
I was in both rooms, as you see. I don't know. You can see I am in the library when Michael and Portia are having this conversation about somebody said, you said this. And then everybody starts heading to the kitchen. And I'm like, with Chris, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go and be a part of it, but I kind of wanted to be I wanted to be a fly on the wall. I wanted to hear it. and I'm standing in the back of the kitchen with my tea, because this is royal
Okay.
tea. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And when Candace says, no, that you misheard me, I am like, it's confusing because you don't know you don't know who's mistaken. But Candace does clear it up, and it almost feels like, okay, it was a mistake. It
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Wow.
It really was.
Candace.
I think the next thing is we get to the round table. Am I correct about that? I'm so sorry. I have no notes after that. So you guys got to leave me.
No, I
to
think that's
wrap
the
this
end
up.
of the first. I think that's the end of the first episode. It seems like people are leaning towards believing Candace, as you said, Tiffany, versus
that is
believing
correct.
Portia.
Yeah, that is how the first episode ends. So, any last minute thoughts for the first episode, guys?
I will start because I definitely want to end with Tiff's final thoughts, but I think this is going to be a phenomenal season. I'm so excited to continue watching Tiffany. I'm so excited to see what she wears, which looks she brings to the castle. You already just knocked the ball out of the park with your suit, with the gloves. You know, I'm obsessed with the gloves that you're wearing even right now. And with the traitor picks, although I am sad that Tiffany was not picked to be an original traitor, I do think that Rob R will eventually step up. As we said, Big D, he seems to be growing more and more comfortable in his role as time goes on. Candace is a beautiful narrator. She's strategic. She's capable of lying. Lisa Rinna is ruthless. And also, making it to the end as a faithful is, in my opinion, more challenging than making it to the end as a traitor. So,
100%.
Tiffany, I'm really excited to see how you navigate that challenge. And I'm glad that you have someone like Rob C there, someone like Ian there, even though Ian is unfortunately up for murder. I believe Rob C is also up for
I was
murder.
going to say,
So we'll
speaking
see
of
how
that,
that pans out. But
let's go over who's up for murder, because everyone who has a casket
the
is
9
up for
people.
murder. So we got Rob R, Rob C, Ian, Ron, Michael, Donna, and
Eric.
Dorinda.
Dorinda, Eric. Is that
Eric.
it?
One more person. No, there was one more person.
You're on 9. I'm on 8. Who did you say?
Yeah, Mark.
Mark.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So those. So
and really, it's
we
only
got
8
a traitor.
people.
Yeah, we got two. We got a traitor up for murder, which is Rob R. Right? Okay. Yeah. So, I was going to say something about this episode. Oh, I was going to say something about my looks. Haha. Not how beautiful I am, but about these looks. Trying to pick out my wardrobe for the Traitors was probably the hardest thing I had ever done. Because I'm such a simple person when it comes to my attire. I just like comfort. And all the shows that I've been on, I have not even had to worry about what I'm going to wear. Just maybe a green screen look. Whatever. But this I knew is like high stakes. It's high fashion. It's fashionista. It's flamingo pink and peacock blue and green. So, for those of you who are wondering, I picked every single look myself. I dressed myself.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love
and
that.
you did well.
You did well.
Really
and we're
well.
so excited to see more. We're so excited.
Thank you.
All right, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And hey.
But I also want to say
back
this about the
soon.
looks. This is important. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your look. I just really want to let everyone know. This jacket came from Zara 10 years ago. Probably paid $50 for it. This is a very thin polyester shirt with a simple tie that also came from Zara. My whole outfit put together was less than $150. And they're probably like, yeah, I could tell, girl, step your game up. You look so cheap. But I'm just saying, all I want people to know is you can look good.
I haven't
You
seen
don't have to spend all your savings. I am a person who prioritizes saving my money. So I want the girlies who still want to look good to know you can look good, get you some little accessories. You ain't got to spend all your money to do it.
And FYI, Tiff, no one has said that about the way that you look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll cut that. I'm just
Funny.
kidding. All righty.
No, we don't have to cut it, but no one's saying that about you. You look phenomenal. Okay, thank you guys. Make sure you stay tuned for episode 2 and episode 3 of The Royalty, where we will catch up on episodes 2 and 3 of The Traitors US. Stay tuned. Bye, guys. We love you.